Good day and welcome to Chess Corner. In today's game, we have a game from PD Candidate Steel, and this is actually from round 9. We're going to look into a game from Grandmaster Nakamura against Grandmaster Caruana. So both of them wants to win in this particular round because it's actually a round robin tournament, basically like a double round robin. We're in it's like 14 rounds in total. So they're actually halfway there, more than half basically, because it's the ninth round. So, and of course, this is a candidates tournament. Everybody wants to win because in order for you to become a world champion, you basically need to become champion first on a candidates tournament. Well, let's get right into it and let's see what happens to the game. So here we have e4 and now e5, knight f3, knight c6, and then we have bishop e5. So we have Roy Lopez on the board. Now we have e6 only. We have bishop to a4, knight f6 was played, and now we have d3. Bishop c5, and now castle. All the standard moves that we have here. Now d6, and now we have c3. In preparation of playing d4 as well as moving the bishop, perhaps in c2. Then after that we have castle, and now we have rook e1, a simple developing move, and now knight to e7, probably to reroute the knight here on the king side. And as you can see, this bishop is actually pointing at this direction. So here we have knight bd2, and now knight d6, knight f1 only, and now d5. So right away, Caruana tried to attack in the middle of the board. So we have capture and then recapture only. Bishop b3 was played, and now c6. d4, so it's actually tempo on the bishop as well as on the pawn. So we have capture and now capture with a knight, and now we have knight f6. We have h3 only, so a preventive move. You don't want to allow the bishop g4 as well as the knight g4 move. So here we have capture and then recapture with a pawn. So right now, if you're going to evaluate the position, there's actually an isolated pawn here on d4, but it's very hard to basically attack this pawn here. You really can't exploit it right now because white can just simply play bishop to e3, and for sure this pawn is protected already. So here we have knight to d5 only, and now bishop c2. An excellent move because now this bishop is actually pointing at the king's direction. So here we have bishop e6, and now knight d3. Knight f4 was played, and now we have rook to e4, so threatening this knight twice now. So you really need to move the knight again by a knight d5. Now e3 was played, again a preventive move here on d4. So we have rook to e8 only, and after rook e8 we have bishop to d2. So slowly white is actually improving the possession of all the pieces. The bishops already, the queen and the rooks are actually connected. The knight is already developed, so it's actually a good position for white here as well for black because rooks and queens are connected. All the minor pieces are also developed. Their king is actually both safe right now, so it's a complete development already. So here we have knight f6 threatening to capture the rook. So we have bishop g5 only. You really can't capture the rook because you're gonna lose the queen. So here we have h6. This is actually an excellent move because you don't have other choice. You really can't retreat the bishop because of the capture here on e4. So of course you need to capture the knight. So we have queen takes f6 now, and then we have queen d2. But now in this position, Caruana played queen g5, so challenging the white queen to basically exchange queens because if you're gonna capture, you're basically helping the black position to have a better pawn structure or a better control on the center. So here we have rook to e3 only, and now knight f4. We have h4 only now. This is actually like a decoy. So after you're gonna capture this pawn on h4, there will be like a rook e4 move wherein this knight will be attacked twice, and of course you'll be forced to play d5. So say for example capture rook e4, and then we will have to play g5. So there will be like a potential weakness on the queen side. So here we have queen d5 only. It's actually kind of sneaky because it's made in one. So we have rook b4 blocking the queen, and now we have knight to g6. We have rook e1, and now knight f8. Rook e5 only, threatening to capture the queen, and now we have queen to d8. After queen d8, we have h5, which is actually not the best countermeasure as per computer evaluation. Here, the main suggestion is just to go rook 1 to e3 with the idea of rook to f3, like a rook lift. But now we have h5 anyway, and then we have bishop d7. After bishop d7, actually the bishop d7 is actually a miss. The suggestion here is actually to play queen b6, to at least threat something here on b2. But now let's see, bishop d7 was played, and now rook takes e8, capture on e8, and now we have knight f5. An excellent move because right now this knight is pretty strong. It's getting close to the king side. We have a knight here. We have a bishop. The queen is actually pointing at this direction, so it's pretty dangerous. Even the rook can go to e7. But here we have queen f6. We have queen b4, and now in this position, actually Caruana made like a blunder by playing b5. Let's go back here. The suggestion is just to go bishop d7. Although still, white's is actually on advantage, but still, there's still a hope for black anyway. But anyway, after b5, we have this beautiful check. All right, so check. King has to move, and there's only one square, which is h8. But after king h8, you can actually pause the video if you want to take a look at the best move in this position. So right now, if you're gonna take a look at the position, the queen is actually pointing at this direction here on f8. You basically can deliver a check, or you can basically attack the queen in the position. The rook is actually pointing at this direction. The bishop is also pointing at this direction. So basically, the king doesn't have any move left here. So here, we identified that the knight is a potential target because of this queen as well as this queen on f6. So that's what happened. So here we have knight to d5, and by playing knight d5, Caruana actually resigned. It is because of we're threatening to capture the queen here on f6, but the bigger threat is it's actually queen takes f8, and it's going to be checkmate. And there's actually no way for black to basically defend the checkmate on f8 as well as the queen at the same time. So by this knight d5, Nakamura, or Grandmaster Nakamura, won the game. So he will be like 5.5 now after this game. And for Caruana, he will stay at 4 points. Well, that's our game for today. I hope you like it. Please consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye now.